2 knobs came today, but it is a little small, but it did work. It did work on this saw, but I will use it. Now I can definitely use it again for now. And I like running 18-inch bars and 22-inch bar onto this thing. Since now I'm happy the air filter cover is stained steel, I'll definitely use it again. I did change out the recoil on the 455-wrencher Texas Chainsaw 3D chainsaw. And it's a very lightweight little saw. I did put me a cardboard box so it'll keep the oil and grease off of the new workbench. There's another one I had. I'm saving it as spare for just in case. There's spare air filter cover, spare air filter, and recoil for it. I don't need it. I'm not using them too. I might change the air filter on this probably one day, probably next year, or probably a year or two after when the first air filter on this one breaks. I got 2 air filters for it. I'm still using the original, and this one as a new one. But I'm glad this thing fits into that hole at least. Now I got it on there. Pretty tight. Now it won't go nowhere. Now it's stayed on there real good. I'll continue to use this saw again. I will continue to use this saw again. It's a very good chainsaw, and I will use it again. I might continue to run this 18-inch bar on it when I cut firewood with it. And I'll definitely use the 22-inch bar as an attachment for it. And I might change it out to a 22-inch, and I'll show you what I've done to the 22-inch bar, which you will see after when I get it swapped out. But let me go ahead and swap this out, and I'll be back with you, and I'll show you the difference of the bar.